though. Like that would just be a bad situation.
And the video is live.
I
Well,
swear if they just heard, I swear if they just heard me say that's not a bad situation. Oh, live? That's so bad, bro.
I don't
You
know if
sure
they
it's
cut
live?
that or not. It is definitely live, yes.
They're
Okay,
definitely
we're
live.
good. I see it now. All right. Oh shoot, he just posted a wheel of mud. All right, cool. That's fine. All right, let's just get into it. So I was undefeated. These two losers lost to both the Bucks and the Vikings. So I'm the winner. Just kidding, guys. All right, so we're gonna get into the divisional. We're gonna start with the Giants and the Eagles. So the number 1 seed versus the number 6 seed. I'm gonna go Giants here. I think the Giants coming out of the wild card look like the best team, and I'm not really trusting in how Jalen Hurts is throwing the ball lately because he just came back and he looked pretty bad. So I'm gonna go Giants here because I'm also trusting. I thought I was never gonna ever say this sentence, but I trust Daniel Jones to make this work. And Saquon has been pretty good in the playoffs, so I don't think like it's. I think both of you. Do you guys kind of agree with me on the Giants are kind of like it's either them or maybe the Jags. Second half Jags are looking like the best team coming out of the wild card.
They're built.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like no other team is like that. So I'm going Jags. If you are not Jags, Giants. So I just was mentioning the Jags. So yeah, whoever wants to take it next, they can.
Um, I guess I'll go. So I also got the Giants too because the Giants looked really good last week. And I'm also gonna say this because Hurts, we don't know where his shoulder's at right now. It could be great, it could not be great, and we don't know what sort of Jalen Hurts that we're getting. So I just trust the Giants more to move on to the NFC Conference Championship.
This one's going to be kind of crazy. We're going to be sweeping on the Giants to upset the number one seed. But I feel it. The Giants, they've been built different. The Eagles, they started out strong. Jalen Hurts gets injured. Minshew plays up and down. I think the Eagles are vulnerable, though. The Giants are built different. When you give them a 9-7 and a chance to go in the wild card, they always clutch up. They did in 2008. They did in 2011. This happens all the time. All they need to do is let them in the wild card, and they go crazy most times. Unless they're playing Aaron Rodgers, but he's not here, so they should be all right. The number one seed, or the last team that stays undefeated in the league, normally never wins Super Bowl. It's been like that for a while now. And I think the Eagles are going to get stumped here by the Giants. I think they're going to get the win in Philadelphia and move on to the NFC Championship game.
What the heck is wrong with us? Jeez.
We love upset.
Bro, now the Eagles. You know what the Eagles are gonna do now? They're gonna like drop
Crush the
40 on these
Giants.
guys.
'Cause
They
They're gonna actually like just. It's not gonna be a good game now because
But wait.
I was not expecting you guys to agree with me here.
Before we get to the next matchup, if Dable gets his team to the conference championship, is he then coach of the year?
No, whoa! This is not even a question. He's already coach of the year.
He's already coach of the year.
I think
Like,
There's
it's
no
not-
reason he should. There's only one exception to this rule, and that's Doug Peterson gets his team all the way to the Super Bowl.
I thought it was gonna be Sirianni for the longest time.
No, no. If he loses to him too, it's not gonna look good. But no, the only way that Dable does not get it if Doug Peterson makes the Super Bowl.
What about
That's
Mike
the
McCarthy?
I don't want the big boy to win.
Because Cowboys.
The man doesn't even know how to call plays.
But he
and,
made
like-
it all the way to the divisional round.
He did do that.
Okay, and Dak had his best game and his kicker. How many kicks did that kicker miss? Like four in a
He
row?
was 1 for 5.
He
Man,
made one at the end. Good for him.
He did. It's
wow.
at the end of the counts.
I mean, it's how you finish, right, guys?
Yep. He's gonna be nice and
starts like
refreshed
that.
now.
Yeah, but man, now the Giants are just gonna get clapped. But no, that's not even a question. He's already won it. I think Jack, you kind of agree with me there that the only way is that Doug Peterson makes the Super Bowl with the Jags. That's
Yeah.
the only way.
What
Well, if they
Dable's
both
done with
make
the
the
talent
Super
is
Bowl.
just crazy.
Because, the awards get announced before Super Bowl weekend. I guess like there's like a little in between, right?
What if the Jags and Giants both make the Super Bowl?
Then Dable wins it. This is literally the easiest answers, Josh. Like you're just like, if the square peg fits in the square peg, where does the square peg fit? Yes, if he wins a game, if he wins more playoff games, he's gonna get the Coach of the Year. It's just if they get out here and the Jags make a deep run, if they've already made a pretty deep run for Jags standard, then yes, then Doug Peterson's gonna be.
Did you know you can fit anything in the square peg? So I could put the circle peg in the square peg. So that's not a good analogy.
Josh, no, what? We're changing it. That didn't work. Okay, you ate crayons as a kid. Don't talk. All right. Don't talk. All right.
When did I eat crayons? I don't remember this.
Shush. Did you also stick a store up your nose? Stop, bro. All right, just stop.
No, we're not airing out dirty laundry here.
Man, you can say some stupid stuff about me too. All right, let's get. Well, now we're sidetracked. We're gonna get back onto the thing.
We're still on football.
Hey. I don't think your childhood stories is about football. I mentioned
we were on it, but then you decided to bring in personal stuff.
Man, shush. It's time for the Niners Cowboys.
Don't shush me like a dog. I got that dog in me. I'm not a dog.
Okay. All right, bro. Oh God. What were we talking about?
Niners Cowboys.
We're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm a dog.
Man. Josh is being an idiot.
Somebody's gonna clip that.
God, you furry.
Niners Cowboys.
Okay. Yeah, Niners Cowboys.
Do you know what you're choosing, or do you need some time?
No, I'm ready. I got the Niners here. The Niners, Brock Purdy, he's insane. He also has the best scheme and weapons in the league, but still, CMC, Debo, Kittle, Trent Williams, they're all top 3 at their position, arguably. Well, no, Debo top 3 is a little bit of a hot take. Maybe top 10, 15, but they're all very good playmakers all around them. I get Dallas, they did very well. Good job beating Tom Brady and the Bucs. They can barely function at this point. They just weren't a playoff team. They were there because they beat Sam Darnold barely in Week 17. So it's not like they've made some statement getting into the playoffs here. Cowboys team's good. The Niners team's just better. They're a well-oiled machine. They're at home. I think that's just going to keep riding the momentum. They seem unstoppable on both sides of the ball, and I think that continues here. Give me the Niners.
Whoa. They played the Seahawks, Jack. They played the Seahawks. Let's lower the standard a little. They played the worst team. But actually, what, the Seahawks had a winning record. The Bucs didn't.
The Bucs were 8-9.
Yeah, the Bucs were. Man, like, these guys didn't go against good opponents though. Like, what were we assessing Brock Purdy on? The guy Tariq Woolen covering Debo Samuel for the first time.
He got cooked a lot.
Yeah, he did. Like, I don't really know what to like. The Cowboys look good, but like their kicker sucks. And then like the Niners are good, but they went against Geno Smith. And what? This is his first ever playoff appearance in his 13-year career or something like that. Like, I'm not impressed with either of these teams right at this moment. But I'm gonna go Niners because of how annoying and ruthless they are to their opponents. So because it was a close game, and then they just kind of just didn't care anymore, and they just put all gas, no brake, and ran the Seahawks. But the Seahawks also could have won, because didn't DK drop a big pass that would have made the score closer?
It was competitive in the first half.
Yeah, I remember DK dropped some pass, and people were talking about it. So I don't know. Josh, you're the last person if you have anything different from us.
You know what? I have a question. Should this game be on Nickelodeon?
Yes.
Just do a repeat.
No.
Brock
This is literally a rivalry.
Superstar.
Why not?
I mean, ooh.
Zach,
No. I think if we're gonna put a game on Nickelodeon, it should probably be Chiefs Jags. It's early in the morning, number one. Number two, these teams are the most likable. There's no one on that team I'm really scared of except for Kadarius Toney to scare children.
Okay, Zach, hear me out here. They put the Cowboys and Niners on Nickelodeon last time. There's just going to be a retread of the last game, just with a different quarterback.
Oh yeah, they did play. They did play on Nickelodeon. Did Dak run it in the middle?
Yeah, there was some goofy stuff happening at the end of the game.
Kellen Mond just like not Kellen Mond. Kellen Moore?
Yep, that's
Moore.
Kellen Moore. No, Mond is
he literally like he was getting these like interviews and like everyone was like, "Oh, we want him as our head coach." He does that one play and everyone's like, "No, I don't want him anymore."
Yeah.
Man, they're gonna lose the same way.
This is just a retread of last game, so I'm just gonna go with the previous winner of the Niners. It's literally the same two teams, just with a different quarterback for the Niners. Sorry.
I mean, Dak's been playing a little different too, so you can technically count him as another quarterback. But Josh, you can take over that next one too, because that is Jags are your division.
Yeah, because it is my division. So we have the Jags, the Chiefs. I guess I'll probably go first with this one. I have the Jags upsetting because Lawrence hasn't lost on a Saturday, but he is going up against Andy Reid on a bye week. So this is going to be a very fun matchup with a lot of fireworks in it. But I think the Jags are going to do what they did with Saxonville. They like to have these one-year stints where they just go straight to the conference championship. So this is going to be like a Saxonville year. And I'm saying that they are going to the conference championship. Give me the upset of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Does anyone else have anything to add?
Jack, you go next, bro.
I'm going Chiefs. I let my big upset out of there with the Giants. It apparently wasn't an upset for us. We all picked them. But I'm going with the Chiefs here. Two powerful forces are about to collide. We have Andy Reid on a bye week versus Trevor Lawrence on a Saturday. So it is going to be an intense matchup. Honestly, when it comes to these AFC matchups, I can see any of these teams realistically coming out of the conference. Even the Jaguars can do it, even though they got to go on the road twice. But when I look at the Chiefs, Andy Reid after a bye week, I think they'll be ready to go. I don't see them being a one and done in the playoffs, especially if we already have a one seed going down. That'd just be upset city. But still, I think I just trust the Chiefs a little more. They've been there for the moment. I don't trust their secondary. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be able to cook it, but I think the Chiefs are going to also be able to respond. And I don't think if the Chiefs get up big, they're going to Charger it. Chargers, that was really bad. That was really bad to watch. But Chiefs, they're going to get it done in Arrowhead. They're not going to choke a lead. They're going to get it done. Andy Reid, after a bye week, he's going to come up with a masterclass game plan, and he's going to defeat Trevor Lawrence on a Saturday for the first time in his career.
Wait, this is also a battle of the former Eagles coaches, too.
That is true, but Doug was a part of Andy Reid's coaching tree, not...
We have 3 different Eagles coaches in the playoffs.
They're good at finding them.
Oh, we got Sirianni right now. We got Sirianni,
Peterson.
Andy Reid, obviously. And then Doug Peterson?
Yeah, Doug Peterson.
Yeah, because Shanahan's a part of a different tree, isn't he?
Shanahan's Kubiak tree.
Oh, okay. Well, really,
he came from Falcons.
Really, his dad's tree, which is the other Shanahan tree, because he created Kubiak, I think. Oh, but that's besides the point. And then,
2 Bills coaches.
Who's Dable a part of?
Bills.
Bills.
He took.
And then I don't.
Patriots
And then
Alabama.
Oh, and then Bengals is Zach Taylor is like
He's
John McVay.
John McVay.
Okay, McVay, and then McDermott is.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know where McDermott came from actually.
McDermott just came out of nowhere though. Like he just was a coach.
I'm gonna look this up. Boy, you're doing your turn, so.
Yeah, have I said mine yet?
No.
No, you haven't.
Oh, all right, cool. I'm going Chiefs, just like Jack. I think Jack, you agree that like if the Jags play like that, like what they did in the first half, they're done.
They're gonna get stormed out.
They're gonna
Arrowhead
get
if that happens.
It's so stupid on how easy it is to cook the Jags. And if they show up like what they did in the second half, though, man, this is gonna be a scoring battle.
Then it's gonna get crazy.
Because it's basically no defense is getting played at all. Like, it's gonna be crazy. I'm hoping for 2, but I have to go Chiefs. They've been more consistent lately. And they also faced each other already in the regular season. I know regular season doesn't really take into account too much, but their regular season game, it was 27-17. So, if you want to take that into account. The Chiefs won. So. That was also when the Jags were being inconsistent, and then the Jags, after that Chiefs game, never lost a game other than to the Lions. And the Lions are a good team, so yeah. That's just me, though. And Jack, you could take over our last matchup while Josh is looking up the McDermott tree.
Ron Rivera.
Really? Rivera?
Yeah, because from 2011 to 16, he was the defensive coordinator for the team.
So he's part of the teams.
Unless you want to say Andy Reid coaching tree, because from 2009 to 10 he was the OC for the Eagles, but he got his job from Carolina, so I'm saying Rivera.
Okay. I think, yeah, I would go Rivera too. But that's crazy. I never heard a Ron Rivera coaching tree.
Because he's got a little one going.
It's
with only Sean McDermott and now Dable. Dable's part of the tree now. Leslie Frazier is not a part of that tree, though.
I think Leslie Frazier's had too many other past experiences to be considered a part of the Rivera tree.
And then Bieniemy needs to get out of the tree.
NFL player at one point. He's been everywhere.
He is everywhere.
Okay, we got to talk about this last matchup, guys. This should have been a quick, easy video.
It's 16 minutes right now.
Not when we're rubbing our 6 brain cells together.
We're getting through it. One game at a time.
It took an hour just to text someone, so I'm not, too surprised.
Oh, yeah. Everyone who's wondering, welcome to what we do when we aren't filming. This is literally it.
Productive stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see how all of our friendship is ran by being idiots. So, yeah. All right.
We're smart when we need to be.
Yeah, so Jack, go ahead, because other than your Giants pick, you've been pretty safe.
It's time for the finale of the video. Bills, Bengals. It wasn't played before. It's getting played now. Joe Burrow travels to Buffalo. And it's time. These guys were my Super Bowl pick. I abandoned the other team I had them playing in the Super Bowl. I jumped ship on the Eagles after I saw what Daniel Jones did. But I'm not jumping ship on these Cincinnati Bengals. I get it. It was a little sketchy beating the Ravens the way they did. It took a Sam Hubbard 100-yard run back to get him over the top. But still, not that the Bills win was very pretty. McDaniels was hitting whatever he was doing on the sideline, and he was having horrible clock management. Josh Allen was turning the ball over. There was a lot of fun stuff happening in that game. But the Bills struggled a little bit against Skylar Thompson. So I think both these teams are coming in scarier wins that were a lot closer than we thought they'd be going into it. So I'm still going to go the Bengals. I think the Bengals, they're still going to have the explosive weapons. I think they're going to be able to move the ball. Their defense just needs to lock in, go full playoff mode, and force Josh Allen to make mistakes and create turnovers. That's the key to winning the game. But I do have one concern about the Bengals. Jonah Williams went down, probably not coming back. This is already a thin team at tackle, no Lyle Collins, so we're going to have to hope that Bengals O-line holds up and Joe Burrow doesn't get too banged up, getting hit a million times. But he was able to do it last year. I don't see how he can't do it this year. So I think Joe Burrow is going back to the AFC Championship game. We're getting a rematch. Give me the Bengals here.
Man, you're making this difficult on me, Jack. Damn, bro. We're going to choose the same stuff. Because I really want to go Bengals, too. Because, the biggest problem, if you actually... I'm not going to say if you actually watch the Bills, because I'm pretty confident that you watch the Bills. The biggest problem is turnovers. And, the Bengals are one of the better teams at getting turnovers. And, in my opinion, the Bengals played a little bit better of a team than the Bills, because that Ravens team is, one of the best defensive teams in the entire NFL, just by numbers. And this Bills team is good defense. I'm not saying that. It's just, that was the hardest defense they were going to have to play, except if they play the Niners in the Super Bowl. And I'm going to say probably Bengals. I know I'm going to go with what you're saying, and we basically just had the same predictions, but we're going to start sweeping on stuff. And, next week, I'm not expecting anybody to have different opinions. So, yeah. Josh, do you have anything else to add? Are you going to choose Bills, or are you just going to...
That this will be a Bills victory here, unlike you guys. I mostly chose the Jags last time because I don't want to see a neutral site playoff game and also because of my reasons back there. But the Bills here, even though they had a hard first week, I get it. It's a division opponent. You stumble a little bit. But with the Bengals, they are playing for something greater than a game at this point. They're playing for their fallen teammate, Damar Hamlin. They want revenge. With any sort of way that it's going to come, they want to win at all costs. So this is going to be a shootout. What we should have gotten on Monday Night Football without that horrific event happening. But this is going to be the game for all the marbles, and I think the Bills are coming out to play. Like we said at the beginning, this will either show if the Bills are battle-tested and they're on the route to the Super Bowl, or if everything that they've been dealing with is just too much for them at this point. This is going to be the game to decide it all.
Nah. They might have just dealt with too much. They lost all their captains this year, defensive captains, at least once this year, or they were out for the season. Micah Hyde hasn't been there. They just dealt with it, Damar Hamlin. The Bills can't just keep taking all of this stuff that's happening and just like, all right, let's just play football. No, and their turnover differential is like one of the worst in the league. Like, I get that they're good and Josh Allen loves to sling the ball, Josh, but like, it's a problem. And then they abandoned the run game so easily. They didn't do that in the Dolphins game, obviously, but they abandoned it like literally like what I do in NCAA. Well, I don't even run the ball. But still. Like the Bills are just like me playing NCAA. I ain't gonna disrespect your opinion, but still. So yeah, you chose Bills. Alright, cool. That does it for our video. I believe if we were doing a frontline thing, it would be what Jack and I said, which would be the Giants and the Niners going to the conference championship, and then the Bengals and the Chiefs in a rematch. And I think if that actually happens, I think all of us choose Bengals because Joe Burrow's undefeated, and I think he's going to keep it. And then imagine if the Giants actually do make the playoff, the Super Bowl. That's crazy.
Giants Super Bowl.
Bengals?
It's the greatest.
Said Bills, I think. I mean, Bengals Giants would be cool, though. Chiefs Giants would make no sense. Bills Giants would actually work, too. Because, like, that's his old team. So, yeah. But that does it for our stream today. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you dislike it, hit the dislike button. Put in the comments below if you have any hot takes. Like, say if you say the Jags and the Giants will make the Super Bowl. That is a very interesting take, but it's valid at this point in time. Or name what head coaches you want, or anything like that. Just have a conversation about NFL stuff down there.
It doesn't have to be football.
It
could be about life. You see,
I'm not dealing with someone that just had like a criminal case. I'm not dealing with that. Even at least like, I say
PG-13 up in this.
Yeah, PG-13. Keep it like that. Don't say random crud.
Why not?
If you really like it, hit the subscribe button. Turn on post notifications. We usually start streams around Wednesday. Every Wednesday around 11 o'clock. No matters what time we're feeling like doing it. We should be doing other stuff in the future, especially for when draft season starts coming up, and that's my favorite time of the year, so I'm going to really enjoy it. We're going to give you guys a lot better of streams in the coming months. You'll probably see, again, Fall Guys for a little bit of time, so that'll be fun. But, yeah, Jack, hit the plugs.
As always, the Instagram and Twitter, Frontline FB. Stuff's happening there. Conference championship predictions next week. We're going to have more crazy matchups. Who is going to come out on top? It's going to be interesting. Will we have another Chargers level choke? Probably not. That was unique. But I think it's going to be a fun week for football. So stay tuned for all of it. We'll be back here next week for more. And stay tuned.